Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. The Timberwolves have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the San Antonio Spurs. The conclusion of the Western Conference Finals coming up next.
And tonight on 2K Sports, only one team will advance out of the West for the right to compete in the NBA Finals. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for San Antonio. They've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Carter in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Stephen Curry, and it's Irving in at the 3 spot. You take a look at the Timberwolves. This series has played out tougher than they thought, but here they are on their home court, 1 win away from the finals.
And if you're truly a championship team, you have to win Game 7s at home. All great teams are faced with these situations. The legendary ones rise to the occasion.
Hey, that stroke from Carter, as smooth as a baby's bottom.
On the wing, Irving. He's checked by Carter. Irving, the pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Lucas.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Bryant outside. There's a screen. And the shot's good.
What a move by Bryant, pulling out his tricks to confuse the defense.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Jackson finds Jordan. Here's Irving, and Irving powers it home.
A beautiful pass that time from MJ.
San Antonio with the ball. Lever passes to Carter. Here's Lever. Bryant outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. On the wing, Curry. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter, and he drops that one in.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Lever passes to Bryant. No good with a layup.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And the Spurs making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Parrish. Now here's Curry. On the wing, Irving. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Getting to the line a lot. Kareem, adept at forcing and drawing fouls.
Minnesota shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
The 7'2" Abdul-Jabbar is such a remarkable player, so talented, and you gotta love that unblockable signature skyhook shot that he mastered from an early age.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's gonna gather the troops and talk it over. Looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. Fifth, Stephen Curry.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
The Spurs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Bryant outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Curry passes to Parrish. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The shot from the low post is good.
Not too many defenders are blocking Kareem inside. One, he's too big, he's too powerful, and he's too skilled.
Nash passes to Carter. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And that one goes in. Bryant's got his second basket of the game. Here's Curry. It's tipped.
Boy, Ewing using that size to make an impact on D. He loves coming up with the rejections.
Nash passes to Bryant. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bryant's got 6 points.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Pass to Irving. And Irving powers it home.
The doctor is in. What a display of those trademark dunking abilities. Quite unique. Julius Irving.
Here's Nash. Still no points. Puts up a 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Lucas. San Antonio trailing here. And here's Bryant outside. Can't get it to go. 3 for 7 shooting now. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Outstanding finishing there by Jordan. Terrific at getting inside and powering the flush down.
Nash passes to Lucas. Bryant outside. Pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. San Antonio again missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it. He gives you an expanded menu.
Bryant finds Carter. Here's Ewing. Banked it in off the glass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Chamberlain in at the 4. And it's Irving missing. Spurs trail by 3. Leonard left side. Here's Nash. No good on the triple. And Minnesota has possession. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
Minnesota is shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And San Antonio making a change here. And that's good as he hits both shots. Spurs trail by 5. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Rose, the pass to Irving. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Rose outside. 6 on the shot clock. The fader. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now. Spurs trail by 5. Down low. Here's Lever. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Something that Nash really excels at, his awareness of finding open teammates is incredible.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Jordan's checked in for the Timberwolves. Carter, he's checked in for San Antonio. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Rose. There's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
It was once a weakness, his outside shot, but for Rose now, he's lethal from outside. He's worked really hard to become so.
Here's Nash. No points yet. Right side Carter. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Hey, nobody on this floor or any floor for that matter is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Rose. And here's Irving. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Irving's got 8.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Irving against Leonard. Pass to Carter. And stolen by Jackson. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
No stopping Doc on this drive. Strong penetration driving right through the contact for the bucket.
Outside Carter. And here's Leonard. Back to Carter. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. Give him 8 points now.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Jackson, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. The putback. And at last, they get one to fall. Abdul-Jabbar's gotten 4 this quarter.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. San Antonio making a change here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right side Carter. That one is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's Wilkins. Still without a bucket. Jordan, the pass to Curry. Blocked! And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High energy plays like that one are winning plays.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the second quarter. Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
Straight up, Curry is as good as anyone and perhaps the best we've seen from three-point range.
Here's Lever, out left to the wing. Here's Ewing, down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Jackson.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Michael Jordan, MJ, it really doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Carter, following the score by Minnesota. To stop the run. That shot missing. Minnesota leading by 12. And a deep three from Curry. That three's off the mark.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Lucas passes to Bryant. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Minnesota now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here with Coach Popovich. And, Pop, I know you're not happy with the first half. They've taken the fight to you thus far. How do you take it back?
Yeah, they've been the aggressive team. I think we played really soft so far. Really pathetic defensive performance.
Coach, hopefully more toughness from your team in the second half. Thanks.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. It all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. The Timberwolves lead by 12. We've got Jackson, and it's Parrish in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. To the paint. Outside for Irving. Jackson for 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Bryant. And there's the screen. Lets it go. Parrish with a rebound. Parrish has got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires high post. Jordan misses.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Here's Lever. Back to Bryant. Pass to Lucas. Here's Lever. Here's Ewing. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Jackson. Ewing, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And it's Irving off the drive. Goes up on the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Curry's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Jackson with the dime. The guy is just so skilled.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Right around a minute and a half played in the 3rd quarter. Here's Lever. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Irving.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get ugly. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Rough start to the 3rd quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
Jordan misses.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Bryant, the pass to Carter. Here's Lever. Here's Lucas. Yet to see a basket. Carter, high post. Pass to Lucas. Over Jackson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Parrish has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Carter from outside. He's off on that one. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Lever passes to Bryant. Here's Lucas. Pass to Carter. They set the pick to win the cold spell. And he lays it in. Carter's got 10.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Curry with it. He's got 7. Here's Irving. Clock at 6. Up and over Carter. Oh, Oh, nice D from Carter.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Pulls up at the elbow. Parrish with a rebound. Parrish has got 9 rebounds now. And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Bryant outside. Right wing. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And San Antonio making a change here. .30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Parrish. Back to Curry. Releases. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Nash. He's covered by Curry. Here's Ewing. 2 on the clock. And the layup is up and in. Ewing's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 17 at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Dumars in at the 2. Carter can't get it to go.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Rose outside. Pass to Wilkins. 6 on the shot clock. Fades back. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Wilkins has got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, Neat gets so much lift on that jump shot, it's really hard for any defender to affect his shot.
Here's Lever. That shot, no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Chamberlain pulls it in. Spurs trail by 19. Pass to Lever. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Carter can't get it to go. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Yes, it's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Boy, good to see Rose getting into a nice rhythm and shooting the ball with confidence. That's become a go-to shot for Rose.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Spurs trail by 21. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Carter against Jordan.
You can make the alley-oop look this easy. Chamberlain barely has to get off the floor at all to punch it down.
And Rose has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Jordan. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Lucas. The Spurs have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Carter with it. There's the triple. Parrish with a rebound. Parrish has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. From deep, Jordan. It's hauled in by Lucas. Lucas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lever passes to Nash. Right side, Carter. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Parrish has got rebound number 11. Carter against Jordan. Pass to Parrish. Now Rose. Here's Wilkins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wilkins has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, Wilkins is athletic and cut up. Just bouncing off the contact and scoring with that weight room strength.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan has been incredible with his attacking at the offensive end, and it's been all game long. Never hesitating to attack a gap in the defense, and then he found a lot of points by slicing his way right to the cup.
Well, the Western Conference belongs to them, and he's a huge reason why. He's answered the call for this group and has played some incredible basketball during this postseason run. Here's Nash. Pass to Leonard. Here's Dumars. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Counted from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Rondo.
There's a little bit of bully ball in Rondo's game. You don't normally see that in a 6'1 guard, but Rajon, he's not afraid of anybody.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
And following that, the number of second-chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
No good on the free throw.
Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
And he sinks the second. Spurs trail by 19.
And there aren't many feelings like this in sports, knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Timberwolves.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And breathing a sigh of relief now. Enormous pressure coming in. It's easy to tighten up, play not to lose, but they really brought the energy. A well-deserved victory here tonight.
They had to fight and bite and scrap and claw their way through the conference finals. Just when it seemed like they might be in trouble, they turned on the afterburners. It was a tremendous effort all the way around.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Stephen Curry.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. a force on both ends.
And Minnesota making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the second free throw is good.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Pass to Aguirre. Here's Nash. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there. And that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
And so Rose knocks them both down. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Baker. Here's Dumars driving to the basket, and the basket is good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by 17. Timberwolves take the series and are moving on.
And I tell you what, they have earned the title of champions of the West. Well earned, well deserved, and all of the organization deserves an awful lot of credit. The front office, the coaching staff, the players, their families, a lot of sacrifice goes into becoming a champion.
Indeed, and now one final challenge for them to overcome. Maybe the biggest challenge they faced yet.
Yeah, and you know at this stage of the playoffs, it can get exhausting. But the energy they had to close out this series was incredible. They'll be carrying some serious momentum into the finals.
So for tonight, they'll celebrate being the Western Conference champions. But tomorrow, all attention on the NBA Finals. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.